So the first thing I want to say in my first video, straight off the bat, I haven't played a lick of professional football at the time of this recording. So all the videos that I'll be making will be my opinion, will be the takes that I have from watching the game and from, just be enjoying the game and from being a viewer who admires the tactics, who admires all of that stuff. So I understand and I know if you want to criticize me for saying you haven't played, you can't comment on it. I take it. I won't fight you on it. I won't debate you on it because in humility, I have to admit that I haven't played professional. But that's not going to stop me from saying my opinions because I do really enjoy the game. So I just wanted to get that out the way that I understand. And for all future videos, I understand. So for all the people who are going to come and say, you haven't played professional football, how can you speak on them? Go to this video where I acknowledge it and I understand it. So now with that out of the way, let's talk about Inter Miami because it started this year. It started with them playing against, what was it, Montreal? It was some blue team in the cup in the semifinals, and that performance was absolutely abysmal. I mean, I've seen better plays in Sunday League in England. Now, I'm not trying to have a knock against American football and say that it's trash, but the quality is obviously lower than the leagues around the world, and that only makes sense because of how much was invested into football in these other countries when we were just focused on basketball, football, baseball, American football, baseball. So if we had the same amount of passion and money poured into football, we would be up there with Europe. We would be up there with Spain. We would be up there with maybe not Brazil, but we would be up there with these top leagues. We would be up there with them if we were in it from the start, but we aren't. And we're late bloomers. So I don't knock the U.S. in any way for, how they're playing. They're adjusting and we're just getting around to, actually having quality movement, tactics, and actually having entertaining games where it's actually fun to watch them. So, and I'm not really an MLS watcher like that. But the games that I have seen, when I do tune in, I have seen the improvement. So I wanted to say that because it shows horribly in this Inter Miami side. In a sense, I look to the captains, of course, Busquets, Messi, Alba, Suarez, but I just can't find it to blame them or put any. Yes, they're going to take the brunt of the responsibility, and I know a lot of people are going to be bashing their heads, but I think that's very a surface level way of they may just do that for headlines. Oh, it's Messi's fault. Oh, it's their fault. I'm not here to do headlines. I'm here to give what I honestly believe and what I actually think the problems are of this team. And I believe watching it's the younger players. I believe they're too reliant on Messi, Suarez, Alba, and Busquets to create. I believe that if they had a young American player who's actually, instead of just aiming to work off of them or just every possession, just get the ball to their feet and move out the way. If you actually had someone who is pushing to be a part of it and to take advantage of the opportunity that they have to be on the field with these caliber of players and Messi and crew, then it will be 10 times better because that takes they already have the spotlight on them and they already know we're going to stop them from getting the ball because if they don't get with them not having the ball, nothing's going to happen to us. We're safe. especially at the back. So they pose no threat in defense, and they pose no threat in offense because they know who they have to mark to end the game, to ice the game. So I believe that Inter Miami needs to get some young players who are actually hungry, and I would, the money, maybe a little bit thin from their signings. I don't know how the whole financial situation is, but I think that's fine if you get players from around the U.S. who are actual admirers of Messi and these players, and they want to come into the club just to be able to have the ability to say that they played with him. I think that will produce a way greater result, because I would think that more often than not, those players will want to be able to not hang with them, but they will want to contribute. In they're taking all of the marking, they're taking all of the defense's attention. Let me go in and shine. Let me go fall into these back cuts. Let me go into these back corners. Let me fall into the wing. If I'm a center back or if I'm a right back, it doesn't matter who it is. They need that right now. They need those young players. Segovia is decent. I really like Segovia in his play. He does have some work to do, but overall, what Inter Miami needs is, and they had it a little bit. They had it a little bit last season. They had the younger players stepping up, and that's just what they need. And I don't understand how, why that hasn't continued. I just don't understand. So I like Inter Miami. Of course, my team is DC United because, I'm from the DMV area. So, but I enjoy watching Inter Miami because I like watching Messi play. I mean, who doesn't? And, maybe I'll make a video on, how I believe he's the greatest, of Ronaldo. But I think that video doesn't even need to be made. So, yeah, this is my first video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think I'm wrong, if you think it's actually Messi in them, and you think they're not tracking back, Messi's playing sluggish, or Suarez because of his knees and the way he's running. Man, he runs like his knees look like they're about to buckle every second. I'm so nervous for Suarez, but to see him still out there is very impressive, and it's fun, to see this old dude still kicking and still being able to go. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.